Welcome to the JustZoSho. I'm your host, JustZo. And people, this is episode number 19. Yeah, 19. Whew, we've been at it on this. And it took me a minute to get this one out because we've been working on some other projects and, remixes for songs and putting things together that we think you'll like or just stuff we enjoy. Uh, if it's anything that you would like to know or like for us to try to mix in and or just leave comments, it's all good, people. Just say what you say and we keep it going. A question I get a lot is people wanting to know, like, will I be like having them as a guest on or doing interviews with and stuff? And, that's fine. But right now we're not at that stage. We're still trying to just get our feet wet and just get going with what we got now. So I thank you all for those that listen to the podcast and continue to listen to the podcast and look forward to new things that we put out. Because it's not just about us here at the JustZoSho, just me speaking my mind and saying things. We do all kinds of things, remixes, and be on the lookout for one soon because we just finished up doing one. Just be on the lookout, people, because it's coming. And whatever you want, just hit us up. Let me know. Let me know what you think, how you think, or, just period about the JustZoSho. Now, let's get to the meat. People, there's a young lady, and she is in a wheelchair, of course, one of my disabled peoples and stuff. I kind of don't want to do this, but I feel like I got to mention it because it's something that happens a lot. Not to this extent. I mean, not saying that all the endings turn out to be this way, but she ended up in a wheelchair because her boyfriend at the time shot her and then shot and killed himself. Now, that's a sad thing because of how tragic the story is. And she didn't die, but she's in a wheelchair. Now, from my understanding, his family members, the one who did the shooting and killed himself, his family members are pissed at her, like saying threats to her, like, we're going to finish the job he started. And, I just don't get that, people, because first of all, he did that. He's not here with us anymore, and I offer my condolences to them for that. But the way that it went down, that's not it. That's not love. That's some toxic shit, and people tend to make that like that's a good trait. Oh, I want him to just want only me and don't want nobody else. And listen, we got to start thinking like adults and doing things like adults. Stop acting like big damn kids and jumping up and down, whining and crying when things don't go our way. That's not the way things are. That's not the way it's supposed to be done. But back to the story, like I said, she just went through it with this guy. And she still, came out on the other side. She living her life. She's married now, has a little son. Um, she's doing her thing, living her life with a purpose, and I applaud her for that. I mean, I applaud her because anytime we end up in these chairs, no matter how we get here, that's not nothing easy. That's a fight in itself, you know. Like people sympathize, but they can't understand fully what we go through on a daily basis. So again, I hate that way that it happened to her, but I applaud the way that she's continuing to live her life. I mean, applaud this woman because she deserves it. Like like I said, she's married now and has a baby boy and just living her life with a purpose. I digs that there. Come to think of it, I got a wedding I'll be going to in a couple weeks. Yeah, homeboy marrying his lady finally. Nah, I ain't gonna say finally. But my homeboy is marrying his lady and they look good together. From the first time I met them, first time seen them, they just look good together. And I like that, you know. That's what we need. And people, um, my whole thing when I'm in here to speaking is love. I may say some things about a situation here and there that may not seem like it's out of love, but it is. You know, that's what we are missing a lot of love. People are not doing things out of love no more. People doing things out of hate. First thing they do when they buy something, oh, they gonna hate me for this. And, get on here, all my haters, this and that. I can give a damn about a hater. You know, I could care less about that. Let them hate. Like, I want to kind of go on what Cat Williams said. If you got 14, find out another way to get 15 or something. But the hate thing is I don't know, I'm kind of iffy with it because I guess people feelings get hurt in a sense. And yeah, that's their fault that their feelings are hurt or they thinking the way they do. But again, like I said, whenever you doing what you're doing, long as it's not affecting others, like you directly making them feel some kind of misery or something, then, continue on. We, this life we live is not easy. I don't care who you are or what you got. You got to live this life. Can't nobody tell you how to live your life but you. You can take advice from others, but at the same time, it's like this. I got hmm, 5 older siblings, and I've watched them through their relationship issues and with their baby mom, baby dad, and things of that such. And I used to sit and say to myself, oh, I'm not going to go with that. My baby mama, we going to have an understanding and it's going to be like this and that. But that wasn't the case because you can see it a million times, but until you are in the middle of experiencing it and having to deal with that issue, it's a whole different ball game. And that's the thing that people don't realize because that woman, that young lady that went through what she went through, she came out, she's coming out and then came out on top. She's still living her life, doing her thing. And like I said, I applaud her. She's a winner in my book. Oh, I forgot. A while ago, I did a poem from the Electrifying Mojo. And my Detroit people, Y'all remember her. Y'all remember him. He was one of the baddest DJs ever to touch the microphone on a radio station. And, he wrote a book called The Mental Machine, and he has poems in that book. And I read one of them. I read one of them not too long ago on here. Now, the theme is for me to keep coming back and reading a poem for y'all. I kind of forgot, like I said, we've been busy doing other things. So, don't fret. I'm still coming with it. I will be back next week and we will have some more poetry. We will have some more of that. That book is, I've been reading it and it's something. It's an awesome book so far from what I've read. And I don't want to spoil it or anything. I just rather you all go out and read it and go from there. Well, people, I think it's probably about that time. So if there's anything that you like or dislike that I may have said, thank you and my apologies. This is it. This is me. The JustZoSho. We out. Y'all have a good one. Peace.